Hi guys, so if you signed up for the Crafty Clipboard swap, I had mentioned in the email that I responded to you guys that I would be doing a frequently asked questions because I already had a lot of questions, and I kind of wrapped up the video, not quickly, but I thought, oh, there are some questions I would have possibly, if I was in the swap and wasn't hosting it. So we'll talk about those in a minute. So if I have any links available, they'll be in the description box. Those would be affiliate links, which means I'll make a small commission if you purchase items to those links. Really, it's like these little tassels I got on Amazon. I had mentioned that if you want to decorate the clipboard clippy part, that you can do two things, two different decorations if you want, but no more than that. So I have this ribbon, tassel here I just love it. It looks so pretty. And then there's an area up here. I mean, you can add something else too in that same area up here on the top. And so it does shrink down, guys. So you kind of have to think about how you're going to address that. I really don't want you to just include something separate that they're supposed to attach later. Like, it needs to be whatever you choose, needs to be something that'll work and be attached, okay? It can come off, like I'm going to show you the one I'm making, but again, go with softer materials. Let me put this to the side real quick. So we can talk about the frequently asked questions, and then I'll talk about the things that are sitting in front of me here. Let's see. Is there a theme? Okay, so no, there's not a theme. The theme is pick your favorite paper pack, right? So whatever that is. And honestly, I was like, oh, I should have done my Alice in Wonderland. I've been cleaning up and I came across this paper pack and I was like, this is gorgeous. Like, I wanted to do something, and that's why I even did this right now, because I could have waited on this swap, but I really wanted to get it going because I wanted to play. So that's why the swap is in the, between Valentine swaps and other things. Oh, a little housekeeping. Your loaded pocket, the birthday celebration one, needs to be postmarked by tomorrow, guys. The Wednesday. I don't remember the date right now, and I don't want to say because then people will say, oh, you said the 4th when it's the 3rd or whatever. I think it's the 4th, right? Yeah, so Wednesday postmarked by, meaning do not send it after the day closes. It needs to be at your post office, postmarked and being sent off, that day, because otherwise it doesn't go out till the next day, and that's late. And if you can give me your tracking number, that'd be great. So far I haven't received that many, but to be honest, I didn't go to the post office yesterday because it has been raining and they were closed anyway. So whatever arrived like between Thursday and or ish, I guess, and today I'll pick up later. But anyway, so give me those tracking numbers, guys. So just pick your favorite pack. I know I was like, oh, that Stamperia Alice in Wonderland would have been great. I mean, there's going to be a variety of what the clipboards look like, which is really fun. Talking about variety, I did start contacting people after people, were signing up, that I was going to make a wait list, because what I noticed is like a lot of people that were trying to sign up already in my other 2 swaps that are going, and the Crafty, like the loaded pocket, the what's it called, the My Happy Valentine. Is there another one? Is there another one going, guys, right now? And then they want to sign up for this one too. And I feel like that's a bit unfair because, the case swap was really only for a specific group of people, because I know not everybody has those cases. And so, if you're in that because you have those cases, and it was really excluding a lot of people. And then the one before obviously happened before, and it was during Christmas time, and that's fine. Something to work on over the break. And then now a 3rd one, and people are still trying. So I created a wait list, and honestly, I got so many new people signing up that I just cut it off at 45, because that's already a lot. I don't know how the swap is going to go. And so I've already emailed people letting them know that, they weren't going to make it in for this swap. I had some people try to make deals, like, okay, take me out of the other one, and I'll do this one. And I'm not going to do all that paperwork. But on top of that, I already told somebody else in the other swaps, right, that they can't join because it's full. So that's your spot, right? I would never do that. I'm sorry. So if you joined, it's because you really wanted to do it, and that's your commitment, right? So I would not do that either way. So I'm sorry, guys, but next time, if this goes smoothly, we might include, increase the requirements, because I know, we still have some space in here. Maybe we can make this a little bit thicker. But again, for me, it depends on what you're cutting up and what you're sending in, what your 3D items are. Maybe there's more pieces than what I had, right, in mine. So I think this works for now. I think it's going to be really nice and a quick one. Honestly, I don't even think I should have given the 3 weeks to turn in, because I'm like, no, I'm just sitting here waiting, because they're pretty quick to make. I made both of mine probably, I would say, in maybe 3 hours, probably less. Okay, as far as covering them, right? And you guys have already seen number 1, number 2, hopefully the first and second video. Somebody asked if you can laminate them. I'm assuming she means like this background piece, or laminate both and cut the pocket. Like I said, I think simple is better. I know people like to Mod Podge these. I don't think there's any reason to Mod Podge them. I think that adds a difficulty, and also, you know, if it's all streaky, it doesn't look good, or if it starts bubbling, you're gonna, like, I'm telling you right now, it has its own issues, right, getting into that. And then sometimes it reactivates, it's been rainy, like, I'm good. Like, it gets sticky, but if you know how to do it real well and that's what you want to do, you know, go for it. But I don't think so. And then the laminating them, I just think that's going to also not let it stick real well. Even if you use hot glue or whatever, it's going to want to come away because it's its own plastic, you know what I'm saying, that's attached to the, I just don't see how that works out. So, but like I said, you can attach it, you know, obviously you want to glue it down. I think simple is better, you guys. Elegant, simple, not hectic, and like just extra stuff. Like, I don't know, that's how I'm feeling about this one as far as that goes. And I said my minimums are actually my maximums, right? So I said you have to include 3 complete shakers and only 3 complete shakers, 3 3D die cut type things, and only 3 3D die cuts, right? 3 pieces of paper that are 5x7 and only 3 5x7 pieces of paper, and then your glitter mix that has 2 tablespoons, at least 2 tablespoons. With the 3 different spangles in it, at least, right? So you make your mix, and that's it. Don't include anything else. We're not attaching a pen. We're not including a wand or something cute or like a whatever. No, nothing else. Okay, that's it. And then your 2 decorations, if you want 2 decorations. The minimum is 1, right? I said to attach something to decorate the clippy, but if you want to do at least 2 different things, because there are, like, you know, this little guy I'm including as a second area to decorate, then that's up to you. But please stick to those rules. I don't think it's difficult. I don't know what happens in translation that people are like, oh, I have no idea. I know people want to be generous, but sometimes generosity can mess up your swap or mess up the next person's swap when I put them together to swap them out and all that. So more isn't always better, okay? Even for me right now, I'm super happy with the way this looks, but I do want to show you, like, if you want to attach something, how I would do it. So I'm gonna put this to the side, show you a couple things that I recently found at the Dollar Tree, which are actually really cool. Look at these guys. I found these in my hometown Dollar Tree, so I haven't seen them here locally, but they were in Reedley, California. And, you know, these aren't my favorite colors here, but these are so cute. And actually they work out with what I have going here. So I'll possibly attach some of these, and they're just pom-poms, and generally what I do is I'll stick a head pin or eye pin in them. Sometimes I'll put some glue to hold on, but we'll see. And then I also had pop dots, adhesives, and squares, and little tiny circles. And actually these circles are perfect for like a lot of the different 3D, not 3D, but like kinetic sets I have from like Spellbinders or like Diamond Press, you know, they use these little circles a lot of times. And so I was like, hey, that's pretty cool. There's 2 sheets, and I mean, that's a ton. So something to think about. I don't know that they're pretty, I don't know if they're super thick, but they are pretty high, right? So just want to show you guys those in case you find them at your local Dollar Tree. Okay, a couple things. I brought out one of the cases that I received in my bead swap, because what I was looking for is like a bigger clasp. And in doing so, I found this set, and I'm sorry the person didn't put their name, but I do remember when someone included E6000, but I don't remember who it was, and I'm sorry. They included ear wires, and these are just, well, actually these are called ear wires, the ones that are more like this. Like a wire, the kind that you shove through that don't have the clasp. But since it has that clasp, I was like, you know what? That will work. She also has some of those garment pins in here, which would also be good. You need something that's not just going to fall in, or possibly it can fall in, but comfortably without getting broken, guys. So please think about that, okay? I'll show you what I mean in just a minute. Let me pull out some of the things I want to use and have them ready, and I'll be right back. I just go for it. So what I'm going to do is take a piece of this, and not super long. I don't even know that I need this, to be honest, but I do want to, we'll see. So this is just some chain, and this one is like the bane of my existence because it's very thin, the chain itself, but that's okay. So I'm going to break some of that off. And I'm going to attach that to, again, this little earring. And it's funny, in this kit here, or this pack, I got this on Amazon, it came with some other stuff. That's an ear wire right there, where it's just like a wire. I don't know if you can see that. So that's not what we're using, but I suppose you could if you bent it. I don't know. Anyway, let's see. I want like a nice size jump ring for this part. And jump rings, again, we pull them apart like this. You give it a twist. So there, and then on the other side, my little wire, not my little wire, my little jewelry chain, and then I give it a squish. I always just kind of squish it. So I have this piece. And I honestly, I want to put this guy on here, and then maybe this guy, but I also want to put a tassel. I don't know if the tassel is going to work out for us. So this pack of tassels I have with silver and gold caps, and since I'm using gold, I use the gold cap one. And I'll find one that I think coordinates. Even like a lavender, well see it's dark purple. I mean the pink, but then I bring pink back in again. Maybe the gold one? Let me see here. What I mean by gold one is like this. It's like supposedly faux suede, but it's like shimmery. So maybe that's good. So let me put those. Okay, and then what we start doing is attaching jump rings. And we have larger jump rings, smaller ones. I think it'll have to be something like that. We'll see what happens. And this is just, again, an idea. You don't have to do any of this. Put it on there. And put it on the very bottom chain. And then just twist it back. And I always give it a squish just for some extra. I mean, how cute is that already? Just by itself. And then these little guys, it has some eye pins, or head pins, sorry, but eye pins are great too, because what you can do is put a little glue. And with these, I usually find the center and push it through, but I haven't worked with these particular ones before, so I'm going to see what I can do. I'm trying to push that in there. Ooh, this is, I don't know how they created this. There we go. Hold on. I can see that it's going through, but not in a way that I want. So I'm going to, you know what, maybe I should do with the larger one first, so I know. Oh, he's a big boy. Because generally, see, there it is. I was say, when you can open it up, you can see how there's like a string in there. So you should be able to theoretically push it through the other direction. There we go. And what I can do is I'll just take a little bit of glue. Usually I do hot glue, but this thing is so tight and nice. I'm just going to put a little bit of this art glitter glue. Push it through and then pull it up so it just stays in there. And I'll do the same thing for this guy. I'm going to look in here and see if I can find where that white string is, and then put my head pin or eye pin in the other direction, okay? Put that in there. And, you know, I wanted to get right to it, and how cute is that? The other question I had was if you can use paper clips to hold your, like, pieces for your items together, like the 3D items, or I had said in huge bold red letters, no paper clips. Okay, no paper clips. I don't want them to gouge anything, and to be honest, if you have like a stack of things like this, let's say these guys, and you paper clip them, paper clips are going to start bending, right? They, you know what I'm saying, they bend your paper like in a funky way, so you're going to end up with some bent stuff, especially by the time it gets delivered. So no paper clips, guys. No binder clips, no clothespins, and I literally said that like top of my lungs, you know, no paper clips, guys. What other question did I have that was kind of in regards to that too? I'll think of it while we're here. Anyway, so with this guy, I'm going to bend it out like this. And actually, when I make a little loop, I don't need that much, so I'm going to cut some of this off. And I would use my looper, but, you know, I'm not, so there it is. And then you go to the end of this guy, and you just bring it back towards that angle that you just made. I mean, look how nice that is. I don't know if you can see it, but that's pretty good, guys. So yeah, no paper clips at all. And I can just bend this with the same guy. This is going to be a little bit smaller. And honestly, you can just take this and then put it onto your chain if you're using chain. But usually what I do is I'll close this up completely, and then I use a jump ring, because that gives it some fun, and I usually give it a squeeze too. So I'm going to complete this one. What was the other question that I got? Oh, you know, this one's closed up pretty good. Looks nice. Okay. Jump rings. And I'm using kind of like a middle-sized jump ring. You can go smaller, whatever it is you want. Oh my goodness. I know there was another one. But yeah, so just, you know, pay attention to the maximums, which are the minimums basically this time around. Like I said, I'm gonna put this like halfway down. And everything I'm including is pretty soft other than the bead cap, right? Come on, there we go. Yeah, so just use your favorite paper, high quality papers, guys. Always with the swap, I always encourage use your best quality things, because that's the whole point of the swap, right? You're sharing what you have and you want to be generous in the quality of what you're using. I'll put this guy like here. If he lets me. Come on, buddy. Hold on. Let me see. Where's that one at? Okay. I always try and see kind of where they're cascading from, just to see what looks nice. A lot of times, you know, I'll put something in every loop or every other loop or whatever it is, but you kind of want them to do their own thing. See how this one's more to the right and that one's more to the left? Well, maybe you don't see that, but that's how they are. I think that's very cute. And again, it's just a little something. That's it. And I'll do the same thing for a second one. That's why I brought out everything, so I can finish that like right now. Get that done, and I'm actually done with mine. I'll show you how I would wrap it again with tissue, because like I said, if you have a plastic bag that fits over this, which I do have some from Daiso, then I would definitely put it together in your little plastic bag type thing. So this is what's cool about these kind of ear wires. It's like a clippy, right? So nice and big, and I can clip that on here. Actually, I want to clip the larger side in there. And see, when it gets sucked down, it won't go all the way down, which is kind of what I was looking for. I think if you use something else smaller, it'll just take it down, which might be okay. You just want to play with it and see what kind of clasp you're thinking about using for that, okay? So again, that adds a little something, you know, different here. So just keep that in mind, right? How are you going to clip it on that doesn't break either thing, right? It doesn't mess this up and it doesn't break your little dangle. Okay, so it's just another extra thing. I mean, if it was just that and not this, that would be cute too. If this was attached down here, that would be cute. If this was attached onto this, that's okay too. No more than 2 embellishment type things here, okay? Let me grab some tissue and I'll show you how I would wrap this up, and that will be it, guys. I'll be right back. Okay, guys, so I would probably take a piece of tissue, and this pretty one, and I would fold it up in a way that fits on my clipboard nicely. And maybe I wouldn't separate this one out, but maybe I'd separate this one out just so that it won't hurt the papers underneath. And then I would wrap this whole thing with tissue. You know what I'm saying? And it might not wrap it completely, but what I'm just trying to say is just try to cover it as best as you can. And like I said, don't tape it down, because then I'll end up ripping up your tape. So I'm just covering it gingerly. Maybe bring it around. If you have to put a little piece of tape, that's fine, but what I'm trying to say is don't wrap it completely like a gift, because that just makes it harder for me, and I don't want extra things to then I have to wrap it back up for you guys. That takes time. Don't do that, okay? You don't have to include extras for me to make it look nice. Just don't do it to begin with. Maybe put some pieces of tape again. And then if you want to wrap it again with another piece, that's fine. Whatever it is you need to do, I would say to make it self-contained, okay? Just a little bit. And you see that didn't add much, and of course it's going to flatten out. It's just tissue. But that protects your die cuts and then keeps this together. If you have a big plastic sleeve, awesome. Put in the plastic sleeve, you know, however it is that you want to wrap it. But that's basically what I would do. I think those are the kind of questions I got. If you have any other ones, guys, let me know. But like I said, I mean, it's pretty basic, and I think I repeated them many, many times. So have fun, and thanks for joining. Thanks for joining all the different swaps, you guys. I know, like, I'm sure some people are bummed out that they, you know, didn't get to do this one, but they're in the other ones. So just, you know, keep an eye out for another one coming up very soon, because I am going to do a Valentine loaded pocket. And yeah, guys. Oh, I pulled some things out because My Diamond Press will have a couple new things coming up, so hopefully keep an eye out for that. But also on HSN right now, they just brought out the I Love You auto ship, the one with the stencils and the dies and the stamps and all that. And I love these auto ships, so I'll do another video. I can link my video that I already have for it down in the description box with the updated link that now it's available on HSN. And then they brought out the pop-up hot air balloon pop-up auto ship is available there on HSN now too. So I hope to do a video maybe today, maybe tomorrow, but just want to let you guys know those are available too, so I'll link them in the description box. And thanks for watching, guys. All right, have fun. I'm sorry if this goes well, maybe next time I'll open it up for more people. to come in, and maybe that one will have a theme. For right now, it's just like use your favorite paper pack, and so they're all going to be super different, and I think it's going to be really a lot of fun. So, all right, guys, thanks for watching. Be safe. Have a great New Year. Are we still doing that? It's the 3rd or 4th today, whatever it is, the 3rd, I guess. Anyway, Happy New Year, guys. Bye now.